ahead, if you just turn the body this way, just real quick. No, straight up. There we go. Right here.
One of the things I've noticed that there seems to be a lot of females in the cast, in the crew.
Yep.
Female director. Was that something that was important to Brooke to have that representation in your film?
I think it's just how I usually work. I usually work with mostly women, so yeah, it's pretty much that. Yeah.
Awesome. And
I think there's still a lot more work.
the other question I have is, I'm sure this isn't the first time she's been approached about doing a documentary.
Yeah.
And so how did this come about, and how did you decide what direction to take?
Yeah, she has been approached many times before, and the idea for the documentary was actually Ali Wentworth's. And basically, I think that she and Brooke were talking about it, and although Brooke had been approached many times before, she started to think, now feels like the time is right for me. She was entering a new phase in life with her oldest child going to college and embarking on a new business venture and all of this. So it just felt like now is a good moment to look backward. She'd also just digitized this incredible treasure trove of archive that her mother had collected over many years. And so she had this digitized material, and I was brought in to meet with Brooke and Ali and George Stephanopoulos, another producer, and I loved talking to them. Brooke was so smart and so deep, but what really made me excited to do this was I got home with this hard drive of archive and started opening files, and it's just the most extraordinary material. I could see so many connections to the present day, so that's when I thought, okay, I've got to do this.
The question I want to know is, I know you've been approached multiple times about doing this before. What is it about this climate and this time that you were ready to tell your story?
There were many factors. I mean, I have been approached, and the tone never felt right. The pitch was never right on. It was about something that I didn't feel it needed to be, and it's taken me a long time to just even come to terms with what I feel about the past 51 years, 6, 7 years? I'm 57 now, so it's got to be 56 actually, which is terrifying in and of itself. But so it took me a while to get to a place where I could actually process and be able to write about it, be able to talk about it. So that was the first thing. Second thing is the team. I mean, the way Lana approached it, she wanted to talk about it on a much bigger scale, that we're showing something on a much bigger scale, but through this one woman's journey. And I was so happy that Lana wanted, and Bed by 8 and Ali, my best friend, and George, that they wanted to also show the scope of what I've done. I've only compartmentalized everything. So to see it all in its entirety is overwhelming, to see where I've been. First of all, try to surround yourself by good people. It's hard to find your own agency. Do the work on yourself. Never underestimate yourself. I mean, I think that I just never wanted to be a victim to an industry, to culture, to anything. And it's why I went to Princeton. I knew that I needed to gain my own peace of mind with that I had opinions, and it's an industry that doesn't allow you to have opinions, or they don't care about them. So I think that fighting for your true self, your true instincts, and who you are, and to stay strong. And you're not the only one feeling what you're feeling.